No. Do you not know privacy?
I do not. No privacy.
Oh, damn. I want my privacy. Oh, no. Activity ping. Oh, no. That can only mean one thing.
It can only mean one thing indeed.
One thing like Minecraft.
It does mean one thing. What it means is hello chat. I am now enlightened. I
What the
have
fuck?
I have seen the light.
What the
I now
fuck?
know Nintendo's business strategy. It's clear as day
Also,
to me now.
why aren't you just streaming the window and like instead of the whole screen?
You see, I have been enlightened.
Okay.
uh
I'm
with
playing Tomodachi Life right now.
Yeah, so if you hear anything weird from him, that's why. Um with the Nintendo Switch 2 on the horizon, it is clear now that Nintendo is just shoveling whatever shit out that they need to get out before they do the real announcements. So, Nintendo, in their infinite benevolence, has decided to grace us with a Nintendo Direct that will have very few new games. And I don't know about you, but I am definitely very okay with that. So, in order to best appreciate just the all the work that Nintendo puts in for us with such bangers as shutting down every emulator ever made and making sure that fans can never appreciate their work with a game they put their time and effort into. I will be sure to appreciate Nintendo's hard work and passion by just letting you know how many ports and remakes they poured their soul into this direct with the counter right up there. Thank you, Lucy. Anyway, yeah, hi guys.
I'm talking to
One
a
moment.
me that's the Discord mod.
Oh, give me a moment. I need to separate that.
I need to obviously feed it really trashy things. I'm gonna feed it a banana peel.
If you make this an edit, add the things. Okay, so this is very last minute. I tried to set this. I downloaded a script for OBS that lets you increment the counter with a button push, and it lets you add a sound effect. So I was trying to figure out how to do it so I could make it the ding, but I don't know how. I
Womp
can't work
womp.
it out.
Womp womp.
Like I don't know if I need to like set it to something or what.
Womp womp.
Do it within 10 minutes. I'm trying. Maybe it needs to okay, I have an idea. Maybe it needs to be its own text source without anything in it.
And then you accidentally burn down the stream.
Oh, thank you, Nate. When when I injure my knee, I can make Nintendo games come into existence. Oh, you remember that? Holy fuck.
Nate, shut up. Your me got into a fight with Joker in my Tomodachi Life game, so whatever.
Oh my god, that's so funny. If you don't know
He's
the
brought it up several times.
if you don't know the story behind that, um on the direct when Mario Maker 2 was due to come out, um I had injured my knee pretty badly that day. As in I tripped and it like I tripped and it skidded really bad on the ground. It was pretty bad for a few days. Um and I said that direct, God, my knee hurts. I'm not doing very good right now. Mario Maker Deluxe would be great. And that's the direct that Mario Maker 2 was announced. I can just kind of will these things into existence.
Yeah, fucking Tomodachi Life. Where the fuck is it? Nowhere.
All I have to do is injure myself horribly, and then
I could do
Tomodachi.
that for you. Just come over here.
scoots away from you.
Come over here, John. Come on.
Scoots slowly away from you.
Just hold still. Punch.
Ow.
Uh, Charmy B starts sneezing, please. Thank you, Charmy B.
I'll give you £10 if it comes. Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna do a lot of things. Like, I'm pretty sure people have said they're gonna eat a book.
Yeah,
If
yeah, you'll pay £10 if it comes, but will you be coming around the mountain? I know. I'm great. Hold your applause.
you are great,
Wait, do I
don't get
have
me
to
wrong.
actually type something? Does it have to? Oh my god. Okay, here we
Don't get
go.
me wrong,
Here's
John.
0.
You
Hi.
are great.
There's 0. It might have to have a number in it. No, it's stuff. There it is.
John, you're not even streaming to me, so shut the fuck up.
What? Okay, well.
You're
Okay,
forcing me to
okay,
watch
how about
through
that?
YouTube.
Wait, this isn't the right. This is a different. That's why it's not working. What source is that? Hold on, I gotta see something.
Fuck you.
I'm kind of just jumping around to different sources. That's why you're seeing. What's called counter?
Oh
Oh, is
well,
it this
I,
stupid thing? Did I have to restart OBS?
so
Wait,
then don't do it this time.
based thing I'm gonna do. Here comes. I'm gonna drag this over to. I can't drag scenes
Wow,
over to
drag
image. Okay.
this? Yeah, I totally what you mean by drag this.
These nuts. Okay, well we can't do it. That's a shame.
Can you
I'll have
can
to
you
do it
stream
manually. Yes, I can. Have
bitch?
patience.
No.
Here you go.
You can't be talking about shit you're doing and then not
So,
properly
I'm
show me.
I'm sorry I messed up. So just pretend that every time we I increment that counter, there's a Cinema Sins ding that happens. I still have to move it a little.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
if you make an edit of this,
I'm probably not.
like, uh,
There we go.
never mind then.
I do have another like dumb idea uh for a
Nate, you don't
potential
have
counter.
friends?
That's crazy. I do have another idea for a potential counter. Let me run it by you guys, see if you like it. Uh, yeah, there you go.
Wait, Nate, are you actually upset with me?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
This is my 1 a.m. thought. Now, I had that thought before you even told it to me. It's.
I love when I love when Charmy B gives me toilet paper.
Alright. Where is it at? It's 68. So I need to put this one on 68. It is on 68. Okay, fuck it. If it's not lined up, I don't care. Anyway, yeah.
Tomodachi Life.
This is going to be a great direct.
Tomodachi Life.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. If Nintendo wants our money, that's what they give us. Okay.
You know, they say they want money, but then they don't actually make any good decisions in order to get
True.
money.
Exactly. And then they piss off their most loyal fans. That's the business special.
We want money. Okay, so give us what we want. No.
Oh, that's not right. I love making last-minute additions that no one but me cares about.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly, see?
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm a great boyfriend.
Let's see what peak games came to Switch. Here's the thing, right? I was telling this to the people on Discord last night. Um, the mystique and the excitement of games coming to Switch ran out years ago. The reason for that is the Steam Deck. You can have most games portably now. I can think of a few exceptions, like the Bedrock version of Minecraft or Fortnite, Apex.
Oh
Those,
my
I don't know
god, I
about
love
Apex,
Fortnite.
but Fortnite like can't be played on Linux, I'm pretty sure. So if you want Fortnite
Um,
portably, then well, the Switch is your answer.
I play Fortnite all the time.
Yeah, that's why I said Bedrock version. You can't play Bedrock version on Steam Deck because I don't think that works. You could play the Java version on Steam Deck, but that's with a different launcher. But the thing is, you can play it. Any game I can guarantee you that they do, you can play on Steam Deck with very few exceptions. Few and far between, at least. Nintendo doesn't have that anymore. Back when Near the Switch came out, Nintendo had that. Not anymore. It's been 8 years. It's time to wake up from the coma and realize that Steam has games too.
What has games?
Certainly not the PS5. And
I heard I heard PS5, so I guess PS5 has games.
no, no. Unfortunately,
I
you're living in a lie.
I heard the word you said though.
I don't think you I don't think you heard the word not the before it. The word's not the. The PS5 has a one game. Oh my god, it graduated. It finally has a game. It has 5. Astrobot, the only game people give a fuck about. Yeah. It did get a game of the year, which is surprising considering that was its only game. I'm sorry, I'm being a dick.
And yet you're not even being a dick to me.
Because I love you too much.
Ew.
Okay, yeah, this is not ideal, but it is going to be what it's going to have to be. Alright, Nintendo. Whatever you got. Don't be bad.
I put something in both of them.
Remember, Nintendo, you killed Yuzu for this. Don't let it be a waste. Oh, yes, you are.
I can't
Alright, here
wait
we go.
for I can't wait for Tomodachi Life.
Oh, shit. I forgot to turn Firefox on. There you go. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, I'm so excited for Tomodachi Life. That's
This
not
is looking like a
Tomodachi Life.
remake. But let's see.
Man, Tomodachi Life looks
Did this
weird.
game already come out? Or is this something new? Okay, well, that pretty much guarantees it. Already! Didn't this game already release, too?
Man, Tomodachi Life looks so weird.
And when the game's title comes up, it might already be released for one, unless this is, again, just a different video game than we're thinking. You should check and see if it's on Steam. Okay, this is a new one. It's still 3 remakes, so I'm only gonna increment it by 1. Even though it is technically like... Oh, wait, no, it is only... No, it's 2 games. Huh.
How many
Okay.
games are you?
Hello,
0.
everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi,
It's on Steam.
and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon
I like
Quest
how they
1
had to put it on
and
April
2
2nd.
2D remake
Huh.
from Square Enix.
Because if they put it on April
Another
1st,
character appeared at the end.
Yeah.
What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
oh cool.
Here, oh boy. Yep. Here comes.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
I'm gonna need you guys on high duty here. Let me know if these games are on Steam.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, AI, that's some. Yep, it's on Steam.
Entry in the Eye, the Somnium
Or if not,
series is
I'll bet you it
stirring.
will be.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track
I love
down
when I have
Iris,
women in
and
my
figure out
eyes.
who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
John, can I put you in my eyeball?
Sure?
Dive into a
Question mark?
subject's dreams to
Oh,
reveal
cool.
clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment.
His name is Date. It sure is.
Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and
I
dream
will
to
find the
rescue
truth.
Iris. No sleep for Konami.
I love
Date
Shadow the
from
Hedgehog,
The
too.
Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
That's JoJo, right? I'm probably dead wrong. No, Devil Summoner.
You're a devil summoner.
A classic Atlas action RPG return.
Man, we should
Oh.
pretend to care.
Remastered HD
It's a
graphics and
remaster.
enhanced gameplay.
We should pretend to care, John.
Set in the
I guess
capital
I
city
should
Oh,
add
wow.
remaster.
20.
Oh, wow.
Makes his living as an apprentice detective.
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah, and it's
unbeknownst
probably
to
on
others,
Steam as
He
well.
also fights alongside
wow.
demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a
Pokemon.
series of supernatural cases.
Yokai Watch.
Yeah, it's actually like Devil Summoner.
Work
So
with
it's
your
Yokai
demons to
Watch.
strike an enemy's weak point.
It's
Then
in the
follow up
SMT
with a powerful
series, so
attack.
maybe.
Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons
'Cause
can
normally
also be
demon is
useful
used-
outside of battle.
Normally demon is used as like a substitute word for yokai in Japan, so
Not on Steam, but it will be. This is a SMT game, and they've started putting those on Steam. So I'm almost certain this will be on Steam.
I like how when Jack Frost came on screen, that made me shut up for a second.
Yeah, because
Remastered.
Yep.
The Mystery of the Soulless Army launches
I was like,
Raido
wait.
Kuzunoa.
June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
I'm good.
No,
Thank you.
no, thank
I
you.
don't think that's good for my
With
diet.
your memories gone, you have been summoned to a
I'm
strange,
already taken by
unfamiliar
John.
world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb
Puck!
known as Puck.
Oh,
But who is this spherical stranger? More than
I
a
love
mysterious,
Puck.
Is this an
maze-like
indie
world.
game? Wait, no, it's
The battle
Bandai.
for survival begins.
Puck would never do no wrong to
I
me.
could see this on
Puck
Steam
guides
as
you
well.
on your journey. You'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining
This
the
is almost
surroundings,
certainly coming
you
to
can
Steam.
phase shift and combine
This
with
looks like
Oh.
Hollow Knight with... Oh my god.
Superboy says it's on.
I just got it. Yeah, that's Pac-Man.
but tread
I
lightly.
just got
No,
that.
no,
Creatures
no, it's
inhabiting
Puck.
this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, You and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
Me and Puck can do so much.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources
Jesus Christ.
that can then be used to enhance your
Nom
abilities.
nom.
This does look like Hollow Knight with extra
Work to
steps.
uncover Puck's true goal
You look like Hollow Knight with extra
and devour
bats.
enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch.
That
July
seems interesting, but
I'm
also
sure the
the
man who-
tiniest bit dumb.
I'm sure the man who made Pac-Man was like, yes, this is what I want.
18. Remasters of Patapon and
Remaster.
Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
I guess I should put port /
Plug your
remake
drum
/
to the beat
remaster.
and give different commands to the Patapon
Man,
army.
I wish we
For
had
example,
Tomodachi Life.
Patapon advances them
This
forward,
probably isn't on Steam.
while Pon Patapon
Yeah, we're really not
has
getting
them attack.
Tomodachi Life.
And if you string
That's
together
never
combos
happening.
with good timing, the Patapons
This strikes me
enter
as one of
Kiba
those
and get a
Nintendo-only
big boost
things.
in power. From the horse-riding Kiba Pond to the shield-savvy Tate Pond, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, play it
July
again
11th.
for a higher price.
I love.
Welcome to Zephyr Town,
Who?
a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Oh my god.
Which one's this? Is this new?
First cropping
I
up on the Nintendo DS system,
Don't know.
this immersive farming and life
Is-
sim has no shortage of
don't-
activities to get up to.
I don't know. Bazaar sounds. I mean,
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
I don't know if this is a remake or not.
Then sell your produce and other
It doesn't
wares at the
seem
town's
like it.
weekly bazaar. As bazaar
I've
sales
heard
grow,
like
you'll help
Bazaar
the
before,
once
but I don't know.
famous
Maybe that's
market
just.
regain its former splendor.
This sounds
They
different.
said something
You can
about the
also get to know
DS.
the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship.
They have
if you
voice
find
acting?
that special
Yeah.
someone.
That is weird.
It is a DS game. It's a remake. Sleuth that one out.
Okay.
Taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel.
Yeah, I
and
thought it
other
sounded
tasks
familiar.
A breeze.
I never played it.
We're already
honestly.
at 4 and 4, and we're not probably. No, we're now
The
10 minutes
winds
in.
of change are coming,
There's so
and your
many
new
Harvest
life on
Moon
the
games
farm
they can
begins
remake.
when Story
Why
of
is it this
Seasons
obscure
Grand
one I've
Bazaar
never heard of
launches
before?
on the Nintendo
Also,
Switch
Story of
system
Seasons.
August
It's definitely
27th.
coming to Steam.
I miss when it was Harvest
Please
Moon.
look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Harvest Moon.
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Something. I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm not a Metroid fan, unfortunately, so you guys eat this up.
Yeah. I could kiss you, John.
Yay.
Mwah.
Mwah.
What if we kissed during the Nintendo Direct?
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Vuros?
Here,
That's what you guys
Samus
are.
finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
Has it always been first person? I always thought it
Yes.
was.
Metroid Prime
This
series
is
has
this
always been
planet
first
that She
person.
was unexpectedly
Oh,
transported
okay.
to. Samus must scan stone figures and other
Samus
relics
must scan
to
us.
carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Is that where they are? I never would have guessed they were in the jungle.
I think they're in a town.
Yeah, this looks pretty inhabited. Look, there's the store. In that place there.
Shut up.
There's the castle. We gotta go find the king in there.
As she explores the planet,
Maybe it's a queen, John. Maybe you shouldn't be so fucking assumptive.
powers,
Or majesty, whatever.
psychic
Ruler.
abilities.
Holy shit, she's Silver the Hedgehog.
These
Oh my God.
powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms. and
I can't wait for Samus to do ball puzzle.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
With the power of her mind.
But why?
Yeah,
were
get
these
closer to
powers
the mic,
bestowed upon
please.
Samus?
There's the king.
Okay. Maybe they're non-binary.
I should move my mic up. It's probably not picking me up too good.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros?
She'll live stream to her viewers.
Space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Man, those are really sexy plants.
Okay. Oh, it is coming this year. Okay. Said that last time? Well, I didn't remember that.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
Yeah.
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed
What the
into
fuck?
a magical potion cafe.
That is...
Oh my
As the
god.
That is cursed.
of the cursed
You're correct.
cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains. and get to know
Okay.
them in a
Hey,
new light.
so this probably isn't a remake or on Steam, so...
Strange elixirs.
It's a win.
Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula.
This is what it
and
takes for
Yasha.
Nintendo Direct to win, by the way.
They're like, people are like, oh, we want. Actually, I think people like the villains just being villains. You shouldn't add depth to them.
Leading to different outcomes.
You incompetent fool!
Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney villains.
I can't
guess
believe
I'll
they
get
put
it for
Gaston
Gaston.
and stood him up against Ursula.
Later today.
Maybe I'm gonna get it and kiss Gaston. That's what's gonna happen. Just kidding.
Summon a
I don't care for
spellbinding
Gaston.
adventure.
Oh yay!
Welcome to
I like-
Witchbook
at least there's a
College, where
pixel
students
game.
Strive to master the magical arts. During
That's
class,
probably on
use
Steam.
Magic circles to perform rituals.
I like
Fly on
pixel art.
blooms,
It's good.
Yeah, I
and
do.
learn advanced
It looks
techniques
good.
to go from witch in training
It looks good.
to
Just I
skilled
never
spellcasting.
play it most likely.
Is this
There's
one of the
also
ones
plenty
that the
to
guy
do
that made
outside
Stardew
class.
Valley made? Or is that something
Hang out with
else?
friends at their homes.
I don't fucking know. I don't live in
Take
his
on
closet.
various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
We can make magic together.
Explore this whimsical
Online
world
co-op.
to graduation
John, would
and
you like to make
beyond.
some magic together?
Sure.
Are you
We'll-
ready
we'll
for a
make some scrambled
spellbinding
eggs.
journey?
Okay.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto
Chucklefish.
Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I can almost guarantee you that'll be on Steam.
Action, adventure, and
Action.
It's so exciting that they
Set
can't
off
show you
on
a picture.
Fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive
Cuphead?
archipelago
Maybe.
where nightmares and wonder collide.
Maybe
Upgrade
Steam.
your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own
Cuphead.
path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the
Yeah,
archipelago holds?
probably.
Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
And everywhere else.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius
With
a collection of arcade
a
shoot 'em up
collection.
games from across the series. Titles include
Man.
A collection. Boy, we don't have enough of them.
Life Force.
I wish we turned this into a drinking game. I don't even
We
drink,
would
but
die!
I would,
And Salamander
yeah.
Some
Well, they would
titles
be
come with
shot.
multiple
We would be
versions,
dead.
including ones from different
Why?
regions.
What? The Asian?
Plus, take the helm in
Okay.
a brand new entry, Salamander
Okay.
3.
Yeah, there you go. There's your new
How
one.
else, how else am I
Gradius
supposed to
Origins
cope through
launches
this?
on the Nintendo
That's
Switch
fair.
System August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the
Obviously,
beat in Rift
Asia
of the
isn't.
Necrodancer.
Japan isn't
Press
part of
responding
Asia.
buttons in each
Oh.
lane to
This
fight
looks
monsters
cool.
in rhythm-based combat. Keep the
Would you
cadence
play that,
going
John?
I would.
boss battles.
I would do it on Steam, though.
Remix stages and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid
Oh,
DLC.
shit.
And be on the lookout
Oh,
for
shit.
more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necrodancer
It looks neat.
launches on Nintendo Switch.
Nothing I would
later
play,
today.
but it looks neat.
Let's see what's in store.
I don't know. Oh, it's cute looking.
I feel like I should know what this
Welcome to
is.
Tamagotchi
Yeah,
Plus,
same.
Oh.
brand
Oh,
new entry in the
Namco.
Tamagotchi Connection series.
Okay.
There are
This is
stores
probably not
galore.
coming to Steam.
Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
It's cute.
Polished pearly whites solo.
Oh my god, that reminds me
At the
way too much of those
dentist.
fucking
And
app,
arranged
like,
plates at the afternoon
not
tea
app.
shop.
kind of app.
12
Those weird,
wonderful
disturbing kid
stores
games.
need your help.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it,
Provide
but it
good
looks
customer
cute enough, I
service to get
guess.
high ratings and
It would never
upgrade
happen on
shop.
Nintendo Direct, but would you count it as a port if it was old Pokemon
In
games?
doing
Yes, I
so,
would.
You'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town
Isn't it
livelier than
Tamagotchi?
before. With over 100 new and classic
I mean,
Tamagotchi, business is sure
They
to
probably,
be
it's probably,
booming.
that's probably their
Get
unique
ready
name
to
for it.
set up shop
Okay.
when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on
Yeah,
Nintendo
that's
Switch,
not the same.
June
It's spelled
27th.
differently.
Okay. What?
Oh. I wasn't expecting this.
This isn't a Pokemon. Wait, but that opens us up to a potential port announcement too.
Welcome
Oh,
to
okay.
Pokemon Legends
Holy shit, yeah, I'll
a
take
new
this.
title in the Pokemon
I'm excited
series.
for this crap.
You'll begin your
I'm gonna get
Wait, but
Tepig.
isn't this the same
partner
as the
Pokemon.
Pokemon one?
The
We saw
setting is
clips that
Disney
we didn't see
Troubles.
before.
It
Okay.
also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games. Lumio City. To make
Yes,
it easier
please.
for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named
Why was the mogul
Quasartica
moving
Inc.
like
is
that?
carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio
Like kicking a
City.
Molga, huh?
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Oh, they are
These areas are
naturey.
special environments where
Yes, there
wild
are
Pokemon
naturey
can
ones.
live
Good
comfortably,
shit.
even within the city.
Ew. But drat. Nah.
Oh,
You can catch
yes. That
Pokemon
looks so
here.
much better than I thought. I'm happy.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
Get the fuck out.
There are Pokemon that live
Hey!
outside wild zones too. Some
Ooh.
of them can even be found on rooftops.
Dedenne. Bippy.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But
Yes, please.
when night falls,
Oh.
the city's
What?
aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The ZA Royale.
Why were we told this?
Trainers
They
await
hinted
in
at the
battle
end.
zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
To the move.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
Hell yeah.
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Yes, please. I will happily take this
With
game.
Mega
Give it to me.
Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Yeah, no shit.
Why
You'll
did they
start
save
at
this for
rank
the
Z
Nintendo?
and work your way up to rank A.
That's why.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Oh.
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure?
Give me that shit now.
Late 2025.
Launches on Nintendo
So
Fuck
November.
you.
So November.
this year.
Oh my god, I want it.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura
Yes.
transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets.
This did the heavy lifting for me. I'm
Be on the
interested now.
lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
That's weird. I don't know why they didn't like do that for in the Pokemon one.
Because they hinted it at the end, so I think they were trying to build hype.
The game you're about to see.
I got what I
Big,
wanted
epic
enough.
story.
Rhythm
I mean, I
Heaven?
want.
But what it does have is lots
Oh.
of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see?
Yes.
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
Yes.
Well, you got your good shit too.
But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm. In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
Is this new too?
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
They're using like the voice technology from Tomodachi, so I could see why someone would think that's what that was. Oh yeah, this is new.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Brand new. Okay.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
What?
Please take a look.
That's ominous.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
It won't be.
Well, here's what we came up with.
It can't be.
Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Help me
Yeah.
understand?
I don't really care.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
It's still digital.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games
Oh,
you can play
that's-
on your system.
I mean, that's a little bit more easier to manage instead of having to go into the store to re-download things.
How does it?
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems,
It just makes it easier,
you
it
can
looks
eject
like.
a virtual game card from one and
Oh.
load it
You
onto
need
the
an
second.
internet connection? That
Now you can
defeats
play
the
this
whole
game on
point.
the second system, wherever and whenever you want. Just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
That defeats the whole point.
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
Or
I
you could
think
just
that's
have them digitally.
Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
I think it's cool.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Oh, I'm sure that'll go way. I'm
Connect
sure
your
that'll go
family
great.
group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
So lend it as in you don't have it anymore.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system.
And you can't?
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which
What?
they will automatically return to you,
Why?
making digital games even easier to use. Virtual
It
game
makes it
cards.
easier to use. I don't know why you're complaining. It makes it
The
easier.
virtual
Okay,
game card
wow.
feature
How dare we
lets you
have something that
swap
makes it
games
easier?
between Nintendo Switch systems
They shouldn't even.
as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
We'll talk more about this after the Direct. I'm baffled a little, though. Oh boy, we got a rapid fire. How many of these are Steam and Remake and Port?
I'm just gonna ignore it because I doubt it's anything I care about.
This is probably Steam, I'd imagine. I'm honestly not sure about this one. I won't increment it just to be safe. This is almost certainly on Steam. That's on Steam? Okay, I'll trust you guys. This one I'm oh god, that frame rate. Oh god, oh god. I hope this one is anywhere but Switch. That frame rate looked horrible.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of
Okay.
Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will, the explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will
Probably
intertwine
also on
across
Steam.
generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story.
Yeah.
Along with
Yeah,
brand new
Lucy,
events
that's-
that expand the vibrant
that's pretty
world
good.
of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle.
Better. Oh shit. How did that happen? Hold on.
And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
It's so many that
Finishing
the counter
main
broke.
story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumental adventures await. Embark
Buzz,
on
buzz.
peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument
Also,
Valley,
John,
lead the silent
for the
Princess
ZA
Ida in her
thing,
quest for
did you notice how
forgiveness
good the
while
trees look?
outsmarting the enigmatic crow
Yeah.
people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2.
Nice
Guide
trees.
Ro in her adventure through motherhood
Yeah.
as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
Oh
Both
shit,
games
shit.
contain
I'm
all their
trying-
additional
my bad.
chapters.
So this is the
add-ons,
last
and
thing, right?
DLC. The first two Monument
We probably got
Valley
about
games
10
launch
minutes
on
left.
Nintendo Switch, April 15th.
Mm.
Pre-orders begin later.
At
This
the
is
first
probably
sign that
on
it's
Nintendo
at the
eShop.
first sign that like
And
there's nothing else I
add
care
Ro
about,
on
I'm
her
probably gonna
journey to
dip.
restore the
Okay.
world's
You
light
alright?
in Monument Valley 3,
I'm a little
setting sail on Nintendo
anxious.
Switch this
Sorry.
summer.
It's alright.
That's golf. What kind of golf, though?
Anime girl golf.
Anime girl golf. Yeah, that's about right. Hot
A
shots.
brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
But can you drive Silent Hill?
Time your button press just right and take your shot.
Nice shot.
This is a Nintendo thing. Everybody's golf, right?
And other special shots.
Oh, that's cheating.
In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's
That's neat.
Not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
Or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch.
This is
year.
Scorpion Troop Hot Shots.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
Okay.
Including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious
At least it's more
Wolverine
pixel
to take on
games.
the challenge. From close quarters combatants to
So,
daring races,
Steam,
you can
right?
mix and match a variety
Great
of
platform
heroes
for
an
video
amazing
games.
array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4
Damn it.
players can assemble.
It
for
all
local
starts with
online
this.
co-op play.
A golf club containing the ultimate power.
The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Thank you.
Where you
I could see
battle
that with
as a
my
top
eyes.
team of different superheroes.
No.
Next is our last game.
Okay.
announcement. Please
Okay.
Take a look.
So
Just
if
take
it's
a
something I
look.
don't care about,
You're
I
out.
immediately leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. One more. See ya.
What is
Wait.
this first? This doesn't look familiar.
No, never mind. Wait a minute!
Oh, Mii's. No, not Mii's? I can't tell. They look like Mii's. Wait, so what the fuck is this?
Did you hear them? They're talking.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's it! We were right!
Oh my. Oh. Oh.
Yes!
Oh my. What the fuck?
I told you don't give up hope!
What? It looks so weird though. Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
Did you want to talk?
No.
Glad that
So
was
is there
only
gay
a dream.
marriage? What the fuck?
That was Tomodachi Life Living the
What
Dream.
the fuck?
The first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea.
The fuck?
What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you, Orkin.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Oh.
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Ah!
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh my god.
Since
I'm not
2011,
crazy?
Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo
I'm not
news
crazy?
directly to you. And now,
Yeah,
these
Superboy.
presentations
Yeah,
have
there
grown
was
into
another
an
one.
event that many people watch.
Oh my god.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a
Oh
smart
my
device
god.
app called Nintendo Today,
Oh my god.
which functions like a
Oh
daily
my
calendar.
god.
In the app, you can view different
Oh
Nintendo
my
events.
god.
We will also be delivering all sorts of
Oh
content
my
about Nintendo
god.
games and characters every day.
Oh my god.
After the
I'm.
Nintendo
Oh
Direct
my
for
god.
Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
Oh my god.
news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to
Oh
you
my.
daily and directly
Oh my
through
god.
the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with
So
a
Nintendo today,
Wii
Deltarune tomorrow.
please try it out.
Oh my god. Oh my
That's all I
god.
have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo today.
But let me guess, you need a Nintendo Switch Online membership to access.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Look at those counters! Yeah. How long were we joking about this? 3 years?
I don't believe it. It's not real. That's why it's called living the dream, because it's a fucking dream. It's not real.
As soon as dude, you have no idea how, like, the instant I saw this picture, I'm like, that looks like Tomodachi Island. The instant I saw this. Oh, fucking fine. And there's probably now going to be gay marriage in it. Because that's what they said, right?
Yeah, that's what they said, but I don't trust them. Oh my god. They might just not have marriage. That's the thing. That might be
That's
their way of getting
possible. And
if they can't
honestly, if that's what
it's
we have to
going-
sacrifice, I'm willing to do that.
Having the kids is like one of the best parts, though. I like to see what gremlins come out of them.
I'm hoping that we get this, and then we get the original game on Switch, too. As well, not Switch, the Switch 2. I wouldn't have thought it would have been Animal. It's probably a mix of Tomodachi Life and Animal Crossing, if I had to imagine. Because, like, I don't see the apartments. It's like, it doesn't look like the Mii's are in one place. They're probably in all the houses lined up across the middle there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks a little weird. But
yeah.
I will.
It's probably still in development. Holy fuck. Good God. Well, kind of hard not to enjoy that. Kind of hard to be jaded about this. I can be jaded about a lot of aspects of Nintendo, but this is not one of them. It's here. We're back.
So are people gonna start eating books?
Oh God, yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Knight. Someone said they were gonna eat the Bible. So
I think we're about to see an increase of books consumed over the coming days.
Oh my god.
You wanted to say something about the digital game thing. I'm gonna give it a moment because Lucy is probably gonna want to hop out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because you're like
I'm probably about to get a little bitchy and complainy. So
I want to leave on a high note. So yeah, I'm gonna dip.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. Let me know when you're done.
I can't wait for us to play this together somehow.
We get kitty dum dum.
Yeah.
Because like for those who don't know, literally this is what made Tomodachi Life is what brought me to start talking to John originally. So, we might not we wouldn't have been together most likely without it. So,
yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. See ya.
See ya. Jesus. All right, let me see if they've started uploading because I want to get I want to bitch about something. This shit. What is this? Let's watch it again. Maybe there's something I missed about it.
Cards. You can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
They cannot be, by the way. It is, pardon the pun, it is physically impossible for that to be the case. Because the whole appeal of having a physical game is that it is something you physically hold in your hand, and it would take a disaster for something to take it away from you. That is the whole appeal of digital games. They are convenient in the fact that no matter what happens, no matter what licenses run out, no matter what, you know, happens to the publisher of the game, what happens to the developer, what happens to the store that it's sold in, any of those features, you can guarantee that you still own that game. Behind me, I have a couple of Switch games. I can guarantee you, no matter what happens to Nintendo, no matter what happens to Walmart, where I got it from, no matter what happens to anything, I will still own Pokemon Shining Pearl for my Nintendo Switch and be able to pop it in the Switch and play it at any time. Digital, it is absolutely impossible for it to have that same functionality because you cannot... Nintendo can do anything they want to this copy. You do not own this copy. Nintendo does. So unless they give your copy away and give it to you physically, this is impossible. It cannot be done. But I guess we could see how they try.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
And it's like, this does nothing for you in particular. Let's see. Maybe there's something I'm missing.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
Now, if we've already purchased a bunch of digital games, will we get the virtual cards for them when the update comes out? I hope so.
Game. It will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
You know what else can let you play that title?
Downloading the game digitally to your Nintendo Switch system and then playing it.
I know, revolutionary.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
They already do that by default.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
You can already do that by default. You can already do that by default. Like, yeah, hello? Am I missing something here? Because, like, how does this work? The only reason I can think of for this, like, is if the games are already all loaded. Because how cartridges work is the game's just on a cartridge. You push it in, and you have it. And it's a little bit inconvenient because, of course, you can only have one game card at a time, but that's what digital is for. And I see that you can now load in multiple game cards, but it's only for digital games. This would have purpose if you could take your game card, like I could pop in my copy of Scarlet into the Switch and then turn it into a virtual game card. Then I could see it having purpose. Then it would be a good feature. I assume that's not what this is, though. Right? Yeah? That's where I see this being useful, but I don't think that's possible. And if it doesn't have that, it immediately defeats the purpose of this. It's immediately dead in the water.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
What is that shit in the bottom right? Why do you need an internet connection? What the fuck are you talking about? You need an internet connection. Do we need an internet connection? Does only the person you're lending the game to need an internet connection? That's stupid. No, that's dumb. It's only for loading and ejecting? It shouldn't be at all! It shouldn't be! What the fuck are you talking about? You need an fucking internet connection.
Now you can play this game on the second system, wherever and whenever you want.
As long as you have an internet connection when you're loading it, which isn't possible in all locations.
Just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Physical game cards can also do this. Like, I can understand this, right? Alright, I kind of see the vision here. Like, you have your digital games, and you can kind of swap them between 2 systems. I assume these systems are linked to the same account, right? But the problem is, if they're linked to the same account, why do you need to do this? Why not just all your games are on both systems? Why not? You own the games. They're on your library. You could pull up the receipt. Put it on both. Or maybe if it's like you're lending it, but you can only lend one game at a time. Right? So like, why?
Local communication with your second system is required.
Wait, here we go. That is same system. Whoops. Open the home menu, select virtual game cards, select the same user, select link when the guide appears. Is there a limit? Is there a limit for some reason? That's the only thing I can think of. Because both of them have the same accounts on them. Both of them have the same users on them. Why do you need to do this?
Communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Okay.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Lend. Now, when I hear the word lend, I hear you give it to somebody and they have it and you don't. Which is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. When this would work if it was an actual physical copy. Like, I give my copy of Pokemon Scarlet to somebody and they play it for 2 weeks and give it back. That's a genuine downside of a physical game, is that if you don't have it, you don't play. Digital solves this problem because this copy of the game can be copied. It's a digital file. Copy the file. Why, when I, quote unquote, lend this game to somebody else, am I not allowed to play it when all you have to do is copy the file? What?
Your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending.
Look at that editing. Look how it doesn't show what happens after the fact. It doesn't show it.
Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
Yep, now you don't have it. What the fuck?
You're done.
I must reiterate, it is a digital file. You are giving away your digital file when a digital file can be copied and made a duplicate of. This is worthless.
They can now play on their own system.
This is purposely neutered.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks.
And there's a time limit on it too. Which, okay, that's a cool feature. I would probably like the idea of just lending a game out for a couple weeks and then getting it, and then them not having it anymore. Yeah, cool. This is gonna be forced on you, I bet. This is dumb. This 2 weeks thing is forced on you. You can't turn it off. You can't make the days shorter or longer. It's stupid.
Automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use.
No.
Virtual game card.
By navigating to user settings, online license settings, and turning the setting to on, you can instead opt to connect to the internet to start up software. Wait, is this going to replace the normal system by default? What does this mean? Look at the dislikes. It's already starting. Here it comes. Wee! This is so stupid. This feels like they saw a problem and they're actively choosing not to solve it. Or they're trying to do it in the worst, stupidest, fucking dumbest horseshit way possible. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. God. Solving a problem nobody has. Yeah. It's a form of game sharing, but it's a form of game sharing that fucking sucks. Like I said before, if this was a system where you take your physical game that you own, put it in the system, and then it becomes a virtual game card that you can then load, you have instantly made this service worth it. As it is now, no. No. It's so dumb. Like, this is butchered, right? I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? This is dumb. I'm blown away. Nintendo will do all the dumb shit in the world to make sure that their fans do not have fun. It is unbelievable. It is so unbelievable. They go on this giant crusade to shut down better ways to play their games. Yuzu, Citra, Ryujinx. The shit that no Nintendo YouTuber will talk to you about because they're scared of losing their connection to Nintendo. They will actively shut down better ways to play their video games. They run some of these games at 60 FPS when they could barely hit 30 on the original Switch. And then they do stupid shit like this, where it actively feels like instead of making the experience better, they're making this dumb, antiquated way instead of just doing it in a way that people would enjoy. All it takes is either let you put your physical games digitally on your Switch, or Not have this stupid lending system where if you give your game to somebody, it doesn't fucking take it away from you. Stupid. 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 Stupid shit. I will never understand Nintendo. If you ran a video game hardware company, would you want it so someone could just download your console for free on their computer? If I am making millions of dollars a year, and it's clear that I have a user base that is going to buy my products and support it no matter what, I don't give a fuck what I want to do. I'm gonna leave the people alone. Because I'm making millions of fucking dollars. Why should I care? Why would I give a fuck? Nintendo had the potential to do the coolest shit ever here. And they just did. They could have just Control-C, Control-V, Steam's family system. Exactly. And I'm not going to say Steam's family system is perfect either. Steam does the same kind of shit where, as far as I know, this is the old system. This might not be the new system. Steam did the same fucking shit, kind of, where if you're sharing your game library with someone and you're playing a game from their library, they cannot play it. Same with them. If they're playing a game from their library, you cannot play theirs. That is dumb. And I think Steam should change that. That doesn't mean Nintendo should do it because it's a good idea. If anything, this past, like... Oh god, it's almost been a year now. It's kind of disillusioned me from this company, to be honest with you. And it's dumb decisions like this. It hurts so much more when they do this, knowing that they are fully capable of just ruining preservation of game systems for the sake of money. They have done it in the past. They did it when they shut down Yuzu. They did it when they shut down Ryujinx. They super did it when they shut down Yuzu because they also ended up shutting down Citra because of it. You could go on and on and on about the bad things those emulator companies did. I'm not saying they're saints. Nintendo is far fucking worse, and you cannot convince me otherwise. They are clearly the bad guys here. They did not need to do what they did. And when I see shit like this, it makes me upset because I know we could have better if there were people behind the wheel that gave a fuck. If Nintendo was run by the same people that ran Yuzu or Ryujinx, I can guarantee you this system would be way better. Nintendo did go after Citra by going after Yuzu. Because you know what Nintendo could have done? They could have left Yuzu the fuck alone, is what they could have done. They went out of their way to shut that shit down. And as such, we got fucked in the ass because of it, basically. They could have just left Yuzu alone, but they went out of their way to shut it down because it's competed with their shit too much. Instead of just making a better product. Nintendo are bullies. Never forget that. I sure won't. That's why I've been more fucking hard on Nintendo. Because they're impossibly difficult on everybody else. Nintendo is a company that when someone goes out of their way, when someone wrongs them, they ruin their fucking life. Which is an action that is way worse than that person has ever done. I don't give a fuck what Yuzu did on their Patreon. I don't care. What Nintendo did was and will always be way worse, and you are not going to convince me otherwise. You cannot You can't, I'm sorry if I'm being harsh, this isn't to you in particular. You cannot tell me to boo-hoo for the poor multi-million-dollar corporation when they have proven they are more than willing to ruin individual people's lives for daring to make a product better than Nintendo's offerings. They ruined a guy's life. He has to pay he has to pay 40% of his income to Nintendo because he crossed them. That is unbelievably insane. You can't convince me that leaking a game is worth that. Nintendo are bullies. They have been and have always and will always be. And of course, I'm going to give them credit where credit is due. I'm going to, you know, be excited for the games I'm excited about. Nintendo themselves are bullies. Gary Bowser, that's the one. I'm also, yeah, I will be, anyway, sorry. I'll be excited for the games that I'm excited for. Because individually, outside of Nintendo, it's stuff I'm excited for. It's stuff I want to support. Nintendo themselves suck. Nintendo themselves have proven to me and to everyone that they do not give a fuck about you, and they only give a fuck about the money. And the more that people try to defend what they did to Yuzu, or Ryujinx, or by extension, Citra, the more upset it makes me. Because it genuinely feels like they don't care either. I'm not saying you guys don't. I'm not. But it's an argument that falls flat on its face when you look at the bigger picture and realize that Nintendo is basically way worse in every fucking capacity. They will look at the things Nintendo have done and it feels like they actively ignore them. And then they look at the smaller Yuzu team and look at mistakes they've made and put them on the bad guy pedestal. Ignoring that Nintendo has done far worse and far more cruel, brutal things. It's not right. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So I will tell you, every single direct, you can guarantee I'll have some chip on my shoulder in the form of this. You can guarantee that I'll be here, making sure that you know exactly what Nintendo did. And when they make dumb mistakes like this, I'll be sure to remind you what their true feelings are towards you. I'll be sure to remind you just how little you matter to them. The only thing they care about is money, and they made that damn clear when they went after Yuzu and Ryujinx. And that's another thing. They could have just shut down. If it was really about just them leaking games, if it was really just about the Tears of the Kingdom debacle, they would have stopped at shutting down Yuzu. The fact that they went after Ryujinx too, someone that didn't do any of that Tears of the Kingdom shit, and something that, as far as I know, was completely legal, and they went after them and brought them down just the same. That should tell you everything. That should tell you everything. So yeah, kind of disillusioned with Nintendo past that point. That was like my eye-opener. In direct streams before that, I felt like I sucked Nintendo's dick a little too much. And like, I get why I did that. It's because the reality of the things they do just didn't set in. I'm fully convinced that with the shutdown of Yuzu and Ryujinx, preservation of Switch games was set back by a lot. When we get 20, 30 years down the line, and the Switches around the world start deteriorating, start breaking, start not being able to be used en masse, we will have Nintendo to thank if we don't have a Yuzu or a Ryujinx to still be able to enjoy those games. Because they just can't take losing a few 10,000. They can't stand to lose about $50,000-ish dollars, possibly less, of their millions of revenue. And by making the decision they make to keep that $50,000, they may have just destroyed preservation as we know it. That is what I'm pissed about. It's more than just, you know, Yuzu company bad. It's more than even simply just Nintendo bad. It's Nintendo is actively crippling their most passionate user base for the sake of money. So, yeah. If you ever see me pissed at Nintendo in the future, this is why. This is genuinely my fucking Joker arc. That's what it feels like. Let's not forget that Nintendo shuts down fan games. Yeah. That was a Joker laugh. That wasn't even my attempt at a Joker laugh. So, yeah. I'm going to try to end it here before I start, you know, ranting too much again. But just let it be known that, you know, every Nintendo Direct, I will be sure to remind you of Nintendo's fucking evil business corporation shit, that they don't care about you. And every time they do something dumb like this, it will just be another reminder that they want you to play their games their way, even if it is objectively worse and antiquated. Refresh the page again. Yeah, let's see. The likes are growing faster. This is really sad. God. All right. See the Tomodachi page? Sure. Where are we at here? Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't really be surprised if Nintendo making announcements like this is what keeps people hooked on them. Because there's a surprising number of people that forgive all of Nintendo's actions when something like this is announced. So, I guess what you could say is stay woke. But it's true, right? Like, this is what being woke is about. It's not about, you know, getting angry at minorities, like some would have you believe. You're banned from that word. That's the thing, though, right? The definition isn't that. It's literally being awake and aware of shit like this. Not just blindly licking the corporate boots. You know? God, I sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist. I need to stop. I am the woker. Oh, God. And if you need any further proof, you know, if you need any further proof too, here's something else for you. Look at this counter. Look at how many games this Direct are better on Steam. Look at how many games on this Direct you can just buy on Steam and then play on a Steam Deck. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. This is ridiculous! It should not be that high. I should not be able to boot up 15 of Nintendo's Direct games on Steam and run them at a better frame rate with better graphics. And then they say Nintendo's trying to compete. They're competing by shutting down their competition and DMCAing them. That's how they compete. They're competing to be one of the worst game companies on earth, I'll tell you that. Anyway, that's enough. I'm gonna stop now. I've made my point. I've made my point about 15 times, so. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Supersonic 1014. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.